I did it. It wasn't in a single try like I hoped I would have, but I did it. Of all the people that could have come to see us off, from all the places we went, it was Punio and Petuni that came. Yeah. That just goes to show, not even Francesca and Frankie came back. No, those two just suck. No, we have the two smallest, most petite, quite practically the most vulnerable creatures come all the way from the Great Tree to Rogueport Harbor. And they're gonna give us food to eat on the way back. And why do people say that Chapter 2 was the worst again, if these two are the only ones that actually come back? That's probably the only chapter with anything redeemable about it nowadays. No, I'm gonna calm down because I am probably digging myself a really big hole right now, but still, it kind of irks me though that they're the only two that actually do show up in the credits. Yeah, Peach, just shut up and let us just go home because you're not worth talking to right now. I did all of that just to rescue some stupid damsel that's gonna get herself kidnapped again in the next 10 minutes. And not get to see Rogueport Harbor, which is just a sea of piss. It's the taking me some time to get rid of my salt right now. I'm gonna try and be a little less cynical as we see the recap, but Goombella has graduated from the University of Goom and is now a college professor assistant. The wages suck, and she hates her job, but it pays the bills, so she doesn't have a choice. She went to look for buried treasure, but to no avail. She noticed now that Koops is now officially married to Koopy Koo, and he hates his marriage, but she's got her by the neck because, you know, women. So he doesn't really have a choice but to just stand there awkwardly and smile. Flurry was turned into a shadow, and Douglas went with his homies back from the Crystal Palace in the original Paper Mario, and is now fighting the Atomic Boo and some Boos with some really big cleavage. Without me, well, I made good friends with Coop, and we're now fighting in the Glitch Pit, side by side because we're the ultimate tag team combination. And I'm gonna go ahead and get my bodyguard to get me a nice latte. Vivian finally gained mind control over her sisters, and now they do her bidding every single day. Why? Because they suck. But, you know, Marilyn doesn't have much of a mind to begin with, so nothing really happened to her. And Bobbery became rich. He inherited all of Cortez's money because he no longer was legally abided to keep it all, because he's dead. And as a result, he now beat up Gold Bob for the richest Bob-on in the world. Miss Mouse, she stole some of that fortune and now closed up the shop as she no longer has a reason to use it anymore, and is going to relive her life as the Jumpman sister. Look at that jump. She's impressive, isn't she? Lord Crump had a mercy wish from the Star Spirits and is now alive in Poshley Heights. Grotus, however, is now just a head, and he kind of has a sucky life now because he's just a head. The Cross Knots are now changing into the X Knots, which is what everyone calls them as, because they otherwise were going to kill themselves because, you know, they could not stand having people call them wrong all the time, so they wanted to make it right for everyone else. They changed their whole name just for you, Busters. And TECXX, or Tech, whichever you want to, call him. He's alive because miracles do happen after all. Now Goombella just wanders around the Rogueport Harbor, wondering if she should kill herself after being used as a sandbag for the Shadow Bolt, but decided that would be the cheap way out, so she just goes back to Professor Frankly just to relive her past failures in life, which was not, killing Lord Crump. And my mailbox SP broke because it's a piece of garbage. Princess Peach is here, and she found something, a treasure map, real treasure, wants me to come. Well, wait, me? Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed now because screw her. Now, wasn't my version of this game so much more entertaining? Oh boy, I don't know where to start with this game, but if you've already heard me the last few episodes, gushing about how much I love this game, this is quite easily my favorite video game of all time. There's a lot to love about this game. From the characters that are incredibly expressive as well as being so full of life and personality. My personal favorite probably being Goombella because, that sass, that ponytail. The fact that maybe aside from the Goombas you've seen Goomba Village, she's the only female Goomba around, but you know what, I'm not going to be sexist, so I'm not going to be that as a selling point, but, this game, it's really special to me, and I'm really happy I got to also, play it for you guys, hoping that you at least do like it, though, because I sure liked it a lot, and I love for having other people to, share those same emotions that I have with it whenever I come back to this kind of game, again and again. This is a game that never does tend to feel old. I can come back to this game at any point and it feels fresh as ever. And I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Even if this means I have a very high tolerance for backtracking because this game, while it does have a lot of it, I don't really mind it that much. It's a little of a nuisance, but at the same time, I come to accept it and I just take it as it is because whatever. It's fun to revisit areas you've been to before. And heck, Chapter 4, one of my favorite chapters in the game, it has it, but while it does feel a little bit excessive, I thought that the chapter itself was already really great, so I didn't really care. But yeah, these credits, it's really just a recap of all the areas you've been to before, all the events you've tried to transpire. It's alright, I guess, but nothing really special. I have to say also, by the way, this is one of those games that, makes me feel really sad, now that it's actually over. Not this time, though. Because of the challenge I was under, holy crap, this game can just sit in my Wii for a while until I inevitably come back to play it again. And yeah, I actually am running a blank as far as stuff I wanted to talk about, but I thought ahead about that because I actually have this scripted. So I'm just gonna go ahead and bring this up, actually, what I wanted to say earlier, but I cannot remember now. It's not saved, isn't it? Fabulous. Well, I don't know what else to say at that point, because I was really hoping to have something on my tablet that I could have just read out to you guys about, my feelings about this game and the challenge I've done, but I want to say, though, a lot of the stuff in this game did feel a lot more manageable because of the Paper Mario Discord, the Glitz Pit, which, of course, I'm going to be linking in the description. I have to owe a lot of my success, actually, to that Discord because a lot of the stuff that I managed to pull off in this game would not have been possible without the resources there. Shoutouts to Coop and Cappy, by the way, for attempting this challenge before I did without the strain sack and, doing it before I did. Because their videos actually gave me a lot of inspiration as far as other tactics and probably also skewed the death counter a bit because of that, too. But, it's just Flavio, that beautiful bastard him. But, you know what? Whatever. I humbly accept that I'm not the best out there. And I'm willing to take that as hard as I have to because it's true. I also have to give a thank you to Fat Guy 703 actually for being my introduction to the Paper Mario Challenge running community. Because without him and finding his videos like his BP only running Impossible mode, I would not be here right now playing this game, Level Zero Scavenge, for you guys. So, huge thanks to him for that because, I may have made a lot of mistakes along the way too, like throwing away my PAL block when I was going to fight the Koopinator later on in Chapter 3, but given even how many deaths I did have playing this game, I still don't have very many regrets at all because I am not coming back for the Pit of Wonder and Trials. I'll leave that to Cappy and Coop. I am not nearly good enough for that, and not only that, I just don't have the patience to play through who knows how many hours just to die in the middle of it. So, that I'll leave to the pros. I'm just going to be happy with what I got. And that stupid bastard, the Shadow King, rot in the pits of Gehenna, all I can. I'd like to thank you all for watching. It's because of you all that I actually had the courage, of course, to actually try this. And I don't know, if you want to have something else to watch in the meantime before I do play another challenge game, perhaps maybe Star Fox Assault, which should already be up by the time this actually uploaded. What else can I say? It's over, and I have nothing else to say on that subject either. See you next time.